Hey everybody, good morning, welcome Wednesday. I wanted to jump on and do a reading just by myself and you all. I have just, by the time this comes up, I have just finished a reading with Denise over at Spiritual Growth, and she's hosting that. We're doing live. Wish me luck. And yesterday I was on Sheila's channel, Celtic Tarot, and Lori, Way of the Positive Change. And it was great to see them, see Lori up and about because she has not been feeling well. So just wish her and send her positive vibes and healthy energy. And it feels like there's a lot more people, maybe not a lot more people, but a lot of people are vocalizing their hurts, their pains, their sicknesses. So take a moment in your day, and if you will, and just send out healing energy to them. You can do the Tom Moore MBOs, send those out. And Tom Moore needs some healing love too. So just take a moment out of your day, wrap yourself up in love, and send it out to these people who need it. All right. Speaking of sending love out to people who need it, please be kind in your comments. Please, please, please. We're getting into election season. People are going to have different points of view. Do not attack the person. You can attack, I don't even know if that's the right word, but you can comment on the view. Do not comment on the person. Let's take a look at some of the things that I actually wanted to read on. First off, it just feels like T-World is just disintegrating more and more and more. They have little things that kind of kick us in the butt, like that judge. It's like, what? And Sheila and Lori and I read on that. We all got that she somehow was going to go. So I want to take a look at her again. And I'm going to use my Canadian deck to read on her. And it was interesting because in my news feed that I was reading, it said that there were a number of prominent Republicans, past prominent Republicans, governors and senators, who wrote to the judge and said, "We're friends of the court. Let's take a look at this letter that we wrote." She goes, "No, I don't need to." And there's legal terms for what I just said, like what they are. But she goes, "No, I don't need to look at anything else," which is kind of a signal, which is saying somebody's she's just a puppet. Well, it's one of those I can't even pronounce it. Okay, so let's just take a look at Eileen Cannon. It's the DOJ. It's tricky. Does the DOJ go in and appeal it to the 11th Circuit? Yikes. Okay, they have 11 judges there. I think 6 of them or 7 of them have been appointed by Trump. So I know that some of the judges appointed by Trump are like, "No, we're going to do the right thing," but slippery. All right, Eileen Cannon. Aileen. A with an I, L-E. Okay. Let's just dig into the future with you a little bit. Let's just look into the future. Cards are flying all over the place. They're color cards. The color. I should pull all the color cards out of here. Okay. For my new people who are just joining me, I don't read color very well. I should change that to say I do read color very well. Oh, she's got the karma card. Karma's coming. Oh. Orange card. It's interesting. Karma is orange. I got this last time with her. Is that a vapid card? Is that nothing? Is that empty? Is that... I know what that is. It's white. I know what that is. That's orange. Getting better at color. I think she's going somewhere. I think she's... That's the Justice card. That's good justice. That's not so good. I got this card last time too. She needs medical help. And I think it's the 3-letter card for entertainment purposes only is upside down. So this is the rule of law, as is this, and they're both upside down. And this is all about the documents, right? That the FBI went to do their search on. So this is just telling a story a little bit. I'm going to keep going with this. The truth card is upside down. The courthouse is upside down. Final card. The past. I'm going to drop this down so you can see, and I'll be pointing things out. So this is my spread that I use a lot, just to tell me a story. There's some karmic going on, some payback going on with the orange guy. She doesn't have really the foundation or any kind of, as it's been reported, her legal standing was full of holes. It was written, someone said that I think Neil Patel, I think that's his name, said that the Bathrobe Tarot could write a better brief than she did, or whatever that is. What? He did. He did. It was on the news. Yeah, he called me out. Anyway, back. Okay, here we go. This travel card is interesting. I'm going to read on that a little bit. I think she's going. I think that's what it says, because I got that before. Her justice is not balanced. I thought that it was in need of infusion. If the card was this way, I would say she's mental and she needs some mental help. But it was this. Maybe her meds are off. I don't know. There's something medical going on, and maybe because it's connected to 45 or to the orange card and to the white card, I don't know. Something's going on with the medical. This upside down 3-letter card, which is all the higher secretive agencies, FBI, CIA, KGB, whatever, all the spy agencies. So why is this card upside down? Because I think she's turning it upside down. She's flipping this around for her own blank benefit and the benefit of him. Truth is upside down. Her courthouse is upside down. And there was something in the past that is maybe coming to light, but that past is related to 45 and karma. Paying back a past debt is what I'm hearing in my head. So let's take a look at this travel card. Is Miss Cannon, is she going to be shot out of her courtroom like or is she just going to be leaning? Eileen, trying to make a joke on her name, and it's not going well. Okay, what's going on with this? Is she, what? Explain that to me, please. What is going on with that? Is she leaving? So we have the Six of Pentacles. The Sun card. That is definitely a yes. Seven of Pentacles. It's all about the money, honey. This is giving and receiving, the Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles, wild unknown deck. Six of Pentacles, giving and receiving money. It's going to come to light in the Sun card. And how she climbed up the ladder, and it was all about the money. So yeah, watch for that. I think that she is going to be leaving because there's going to be some ties to her past giving and receiving money from the orange guy in karma. Let's look at the DOJ. And let's see if they are going to appeal this to the 11th Circuit. Because the problem comes in, let me pull this up. The problem comes in is if, oh, in case anybody forgot, yeah, look, I'm reading tarot. Karma. It's what I was born to do. All right. So if Garland takes it to the 11th Circuit, and how many judges? 6 of the 11 judges Trump appointed. What will happen if one of those judges says, no, we're going to let this stand? Then that precedent now stands. Yikes. And that means if anybody doesn't like any kind of search and seizure, they're going to throw this out there. It's just so bad. You know, the thing, before Trump came in, I believe we all thought that we had checks and balances in place. It doesn't feel like it anymore. 11th Circuit, if the DOJ takes this to the 11th Circuit. Okay. Balance. It's not balanced. It's going to be challenged by the grounding is not. It's so this is 3-letter card. 3 color cards. So this is all about if it was this way up, you have the ground, underneath the greenness, sky, all in balance. This is the world, but it's turned upside down. So I got two balance cards that are upside down. They're not balanced. At the bottom of the reading is a healing card, the green. In the past, it's the coward card that is upside down. So to me, that is saying that there's going to be some kind of, that there's some strength. That people were maybe calling Garland in the DOJ, oh, you're not doing anything. You must be scared. He's not. But that was kind of like, are you? But he's not. Clearly, look what he's doing. I got to put these away. Color cards. What is that? Fuchsia? Is that third eye? I got to. So here's my color sheet. I get to match them up so I can see what I'm dealing with. It is fuchsia. Okay, so it's your intuition. It's what you know. It's also a female color, and the potential near future, negative. It feels like this is, I'm going to keep going with this. It feels like there's so much negative and not enough positive appealing it. So maybe he's got something else in the works. Yeah, enemies, black. There's some things linked together in the future. Okay, so the internal position is the enemy card. The external position of the 11th circuit is black. It's not good. Hopes and fears are that they are not linked together with that. And then the final outcome, future. So to me, he's doing something different. What I'm hearing is he's going to do something different. He's not going to appeal it, but maybe he's going to be working behind the scenes with it. Let me just pull a normal tarot. Does Merrick Garland have another plan? Or is he just going to wait it out with this special master? Does Merrick Garland have another plan? Or is he going to wait it out with this special master thing? Strength. I think he's going to wait it out. Being challenged by the loss, extreme loss. This deck, look at it. Where is the warmth in here? There isn't. In the Rider-Waite, there is always the church stained glass window that looks warm. Not this. Not this. The coat looks cold. There is one flower down here. One rose. There's also, it looks like a snow lily. Is there such a thing? Snow lily? But yeah, so DOJ. At the base of the reading, 9 of Cups. Good. Yeah. Right? It's kind of the wish. In the past is the burden. And at the top of the reading, who are we talking about? King of Pentacles. Money, honey. Well, he says he is. He says he has money. But he's always asking for people's money, although he hasn't much money. DOJ. What are they going to be doing? It feels like this is short-term future. It feels like they're like, oh, what do we do? Because they can't go to the 11th Circuit because there's too many unknowns there. And certainly he's not the DOJ that would go talk to another judge and go, hey, where are you leaning on this? I just think there's too much negative. We'll see. This is happening Friday. Okay, internally, what Merrick Garland in his department is thinking is temperance, is balance. How do we get this to be balanced? How do we get this right? Externally, yeah, they're just going to wait. This is the Four of Swords, taking a time out, thinking about things, meditating, just kind of seeing how things go. You know, they got kind of, if they, in the Rider-Waite deck, he's laying on a sarcophagus, is that right? And if he sits up too quick, he gets stabbed. This one, it's just, none of the swords are really pointing at this guy, which is good, right? So if he gets up too quick, he's not even going to hit his head on the tree branch. He's just going to stand up. But it is a timeout card. And it is a suspension card because he's hovering. And as I just noticed, so remember when I was talking about the pink rose and the snow lily? That's what he has in his hand. Interesting. So to me, that is saying he is taking what is positive out of this card and he's meditating on the positive. He's using that to move him forward. Hopes and fears. It's a slow moving knight. Knight of Pentacles. And the final outcome, to me, this is a winning card. Look what I did. But he's going to shed some light on some things, and it's going to be hard work. Someone's going to be left out in the cold. That's what I hear when I pulled this Hermit. I go, is this Garland? And I heard, no. That's what I heard. And they said it just like that. No. Okay. Let's look at another popular figure, Steve Bannon. He has now been indicted. He was the one that goes, I'm going to fight like hell. They're coming after all of us. They're not coming after me. I don't know. They all coming after anybody watching? Hope my Republican hillbilly redneck brother isn't watching, because they may be coming after him. Just saying. Steve Bannon. It's reported that he's going to be turning himself in today. We'll see. On fraud charges stemming from Build the Wall, similar to what Trump pardoned him for. So I'm not really clear on how that's working. The indictment's still under seal, but let's just do a 411 on Steve Bannon and this indictment that's still under seal. I have so much information to go on. Steve Bannon. Here we go. You heard me shuffling, right? Strength. Steve Bannon? Strength? But I was talking about the indictment that's under seal. Let's see. Oh. Somebody's hands are tied. And again, this Eight of Swords kind of is like a jail card in other decks. High Priestess at the base. This is, it's all about this darkness, information that's not really being shed so easily. The Nine of Pentacles, it's all about money. But this is also about living in your own little world and not seeing the bigger picture. Ace of Pentacles, something new project, new legal project. Nine of Swords. So let's just see where this goes later on. I'm going to drop this down. So just these 6 cards. Steve Bannon and this sealed indictment that we don't know much about. The center of the card, the spread is strength, the strength of the case. And it's being covered by someone is being restricted in their movement, not being able to, again, it looks like a jail card to me. All the swords are lined up, they're ready to go, and it's really frustrating, this woman. Now, I'm not saying Steve Bannon is a woman. I'm not saying that. Never mind. I just had a bad thought. Be nice, Danny. The High Priestess. It's not clear where this guy is going. It's not clear what's going to happen in this procedure, in this new indictment. Maybe a little sneaky too. You think, Steve Bannon? The Nine of Pentacles, does he have money coming in? That was in the past. At the top of the reading, it's only 1 pentacle. So it could be that he's like kind of losing some money here. I'm not getting that. I think this is the new project, the new indictment. He was in a little garden bubble, and now it's coming out into the open space. And a lot of people are going to be falling with this indictment. So this is going to be kind of interesting to watch, Mr. Bannon. And because I think one of those guys falling out of the sky, yeah, I think one of those is him. For entertainment purposes only. Okay, so we'll see where this indictment is going, but it seems like it's rooted in strength, and he may be going to jail, and there's going to be some other people. I think it was all stemming from that build the wall where he took a lot of money, fraud. So I think they're going after that again. And if Trump pardoned him, I'm not really sure how that works. Why are they still getting him? Well, we'll find out. All right, let's look at, should we look at Palin again? It's clear that she's saying that if everybody drops out of the race, that she has a really good chance of winning in November. You know, that's what all the Republicans are saying. If everybody would drop out, we would win. What's going on with Fox? Let me look at Jeannie Pirro because is she with, I'm asking you guys, is she with Fox News anymore? How many of you all watch Fox News? Sorry, just got really cold here all of a sudden. Got a bad taste in my mouth too. All right, Jeannie Pirro. So she's one of the people that are in the lawsuit Dominion and Smartmatic. And there was something that came out on her about somebody said, do not let her back on the air. And I guess they pulled her off and then they put her back on or something. And some of the Republican strategists told the higher ups in Fox, don't put her back on. Well, they put her back on and she was bashing the voting machines, and I think now she's in trouble. So let's look at Jeannie Pirro. Jeannie. So as I shuffle and I'm thinking about her, which is a lovely place to be, I get that she's like going, oh crap, but you know, she's like, I can deal with those guys, but deep down, she's like, oh crap. Putting on a good face, but, well, no, not even that. She doesn't have, no offense, but I don't particularly find her face appealing. That was wrong. That was wrong. Jeannie Pirro. She must have heard me. And she's heartbroken. Here she is again, Nine of Pentacles, money and living in her own little garden that is perfect. She's got the sword of truth right below her. New legal issues coming up. And she's a judge, she should know. In the past, we have the Knave of Pentacles. The top of the reading, here's that strength card. She's showing strength, but that's right underneath it. She's like, uh-oh. And swords, legal trouble, really hurting, really hurting. And here's the legal trouble at the base too. And in the potential near future, she's not going to be eating at fancy restaurants anymore. Look, she just skin and bones. Well, actually, she just bones. Let me drop it down. Y'all can see what I got. Jeannie Pirro and what's going on with her and her legal issues. It's going to really hurt because she's been living in a bubble. And she's got this Nine of Pentacles. She's got some money. She should be listening to her intuition to try to get some kind of peace before. She's got the Ace of Swords below her, some new idea, new project behind her. And I think this is Smartmatic. She's going to try to show strength. And maybe that's the case against her, is strength. She is going to put on a good face, though, as I said before. And then she's going to be moving on to something new. Okay. That's it. That's it. I am going to go because I'm going to have another reading with Denise. So I hope y'all watch that if you haven't seen us live. And let's do a couple before I go. Let's do 3 for us as we navigate this crazy timeline, trying to stay grounded. Trying to stay grounded. I'm going to use my Wild Unknown deck because that's kind of where we are. We do. What do we do? How do we stay grounded? How do we stay in love and light? Four Swords. Just 3 cards today. Oof. Tower. Wow. 5 of Cups. Sadness. I find that in these times, with all this stuff, like even just in this reading, it's sad to see that's where our country is. It's really sad. We are under huge changes with the Tower. We're not well. We have the 4 swords. We're wounded. This is kind of like a sacrificial lamb. But we do have light. We do have light in this comfort, in this lamb. And it shouldn't be sacrificial, I don't think. It's just new life when I look at it at a different point of view. It's new life, and it's a new intuition. And when we get to that new life, new intuition, a lot of the old has to go away. We can't hang on to the old way of doing things. And it's not going to be fun. It's going to be hard. It's going to be sad. I need to pull one more. Just what do we do to stay in light in this change, in this sadness? We know it's coming, right? We know that is coming. What do we do? How do we stay? We know it's coming. How do we stay in the light? By that card. Look at that. It's at the ever unfolding rose, cracked open. It's happening for us, not to us. Great card. It's happening for us, not to us. So this sadness is happening for a higher vibration, for us to realize that this is something we need to move beyond in our ascension, right? We can't stay in the sadness. We can't stay in the sorrow. We can't stay with the 4 swords. We need to be in the light of something new coming. And it's not personal. It's happening to make us better, a better species. Thank you all for watching. Peace and love.